Hello everyone, come here and tell another story. I will not call it interesting because today people have started copying this line. Listen to the intro and check for yourself whether the story is interesting or not. Our hero, whose name is Li Guan, he starts giving secret training to a 6-year-old hero, but he defeats the master. His enemies had also discovered the powers of Li Guan, so now to protect Li Guan and make him powerful. To know more about his life, you will have to watch the entire video, or I have left a task for you at the end of the video. Do comment and let us know whether you completed the task or not. The story begins and shows us our main character Li Guan, a 6-year-old little blind boy, who is standing alone at the big door of Zhao Mansion, a helpless Hogar waiting for his sister, whose name is El, and one of the people there. The ruthless guard first brutally throws Li Guan's dead body on the ground outside the gate, then he proudly throws 4 copper coins near the feet of Guan Qi, who is so angry at his sister's work that the price of his sister's life is only 4 copper coins. He was not going to accept defeat. He moves forward to punch him, but the little boy slips on the floor and falls down. Had fallen, but still does not accept defeat, and who had asked his guard whether that last one has been disposed of. If not, then he should solve this matter quickly, and come and feed his chickens, which are very hungry. Then that guard loses in front of Li Guan and goes to the mansion for himself. She was working hard in the mansion, but he picks it up and leaves from there. While Li Guan was taking his sister's dead body to his home, he bursts into tears with joy. He immediately recognizes that this blind child has the power of the legendary empty spirit body inside him. This is the body he was searching like crazy all over the world for the last 1,000 years. Whoever keeps it at his door, he gives it to him. He tells his mother to get well by walking with water. When his mother, when she asks about his sister, then the poor guy controls himself and tells everything the truth. Hearing this, his mother had already started taking her last breaths before even feeding him from inside, but before dying, she takes one last promise from the lawyer, that no matter what happens, he will live in every situation, so that from the sky, he and his sister will live a happy life. They come closer and say, "Son, now there is no one left for you in this world, will you come with me? From today onwards, I am your grandfather." Guan looks towards the sky from his blind eyes and sees his mother's promise to live in every situation or hope comes from his injury, from where Li Guan's Asti cultivation journey was about to start. First of all, Master Suzuan makes Li Guan undergo physical training, which he does with all his heart. After this, he takes Guan to one of the great. After this, Suzuan releases his unlimited cultivation energy inside the medical cauldron and spreads his unlimited cultivation energy. He targets the nerves of the person's brain and starts a very painful and solid process of opening his mind's eye. Master Suzuan tells us that opening this mind's eye is a very difficult task even for great cultivators, but Li Guan did not have human eyes, due to which he could not see the world. Even if he could see, it would be difficult for him to do cultivation, hence Master Suzuan went to open his mind's eye so that the cultivation journey becomes easier for our hero. Also, after this painful process of the day, finally Master Suzuan witnesses the power of that special body where within days, our Li Guan had opened his mind's eye and now the world was blurred for him, but he was able to see, and now he was also without real figures. Master Suzuan was able to clearly see every movement around him. Even Master Suzuan was surprised to see his little disciple and his amazing speed, and he understood that the child he had was none other than the biggest genius of the entire cultivation world. Now it was the turn to hone his cultivation power and make him the most. Master Suzuan of Making Pathful wanted him to take his physical cultivation to the peak as well, for which he again prepares medical hubbot, the smell of which was very strange to him, but after getting angry with Master Suzuan and adding it, he enjoys the sahabal bot to the fullest, after completion of which, leaving behind the level of Li Guan, he goes straight to the peak of body refinement. But he should train for it from now on. A big stone weighed 500 pounds, i.e. 250 kilograms. In the beginning, Li Guan would have understood why the master was torturing him so much. He had become accustomed to carrying such a heavy stone for 24 hours by lifting it up and down. Now he has become accustomed to carrying the stone on his back. Now, he carries that stone on his back and moves around like an injured child hanging a light school bag. Oh master, after so many years, Suzuan did not even consider that heavy stone as ours even for a minute. Suddenly he starts sneak attack on him. The reason behind it was a girl named Mang Wanshu whom Zhao had started liking, but due to Li Guan, Mang does not let him go. She starts comparing him by saying that Zhao does not give up even after being consulted. He threatens Li Guan that for 2 more years people, then I will be more powerful than you and you will definitely enjoy it one day. I will repay her. Li Guan goes to her and lovingly explains to her that he praises her so well that even her mother gets embarrassed and says that Auntie Li, you cook such good food, you should open a restaurant in Monterey. The same Mang brings very tasty food for her. She says, "Are you a dog? Whenever something good is cooked in our house, you quickly reach here." Now, how can Li Guan tell her about his feelings that he does not want to eat? Rather, the poor guy gets scared after seeing her, but he was also a very light-hearted person. They used to tease him and say that, "Son, he is dying of his marriage, now stop bullying him, then go and come with the poor guy, otherwise the father-in-law tells his daughter that you have gone again today, daughter-in-law. I know that your martial art has become good, but that does not mean that you should try it on the weak people of the village. Do it because of you. Today I go to the family house, I have to go and talk to my friend Harbal." Over the years, the League man had understood the uncle as well as he had understood the master, so he says that I will do this work. "Where are you going?" He would have told him to concentrate on his work. He was eager to go and take him home, otherwise the dock-nosed Li Guan will come back again. I don't know how he comes to know, so it is for him too. I buy one extra one, and after buying it, she was leaving from there when she bought the marks. That's why they are harassing the vendors and extorting money from them. If they don't pay, they won't let me sell anything in Puna or Puna. As soon as Mahengwan hears about this, she feels like jumping into this matter, but she shows it to the master, whose name was Zhao Valin. His dirty eyes had now read on Mangwan. He says that I have seen such a beautiful girl. Till date, I have not seen him taking any hint. His servant had already understood what he has to do. He doesn't know anything about himself, so when he notices the minute details, people are surprised as if the shopkeeper has now become a little fatter than before. When Li Guan tells him this thing, he was completely ready to accept that. Oh no, let the shopkeeper also go. He had wasted a lot on the family members because they had increased the rent by double. Here, Li Guan says, "Why didn't you guys make a contract?" But the shopkeeper says that it doesn't matter. I saw the girl who was buying rice. I heard that when a fight started here, she ran away from here. Now, on hearing about the blue dress, the Li Guan suddenly remembers the Mangwan. He understands that this is the same person, so he is very angry. When I asked her whether she wanted to go to the market, she refused. Now when she finds out in which direction she has gone, she quickly makes rounds because firstly, Li Guan was struggling, and secondly, he was also a little angry that he alone made Mangwan feel pity on her, so she offers him the rice cake she had with her. The old lady grabs the food from Mangwan's hands before even taking it in her hand, pretending as if she has not eaten anything for years. And just then we see her so-calling son and his goons come, who was calling our Mang as his wife, saying that, "Tell me, you have accepted this jade bracelet from our family, you have agreed to the marriage, and now you have come to take Mangwan away from here." As soon as everyone turns against Mangwan, she angrily breaks the jade bracelet, which if broken then that guy will be punished. He gets angry and punches her and throws her on the ground, saying that if you go, then these goons catch hold of her and threaten all the rebellious people and drive them away from there. After everyone left, Mangwan was alone, and she got so scared that she started screaming loudly to save herself, as if her house was our grandfather. "But today I am going to suck violence." As soon as he said this, Mangwan closed his eyes. And our hero unleashes his power on those 4 soldiers who were rapidly moving towards him. By slowing down the time, Puria is saved, who by shooting the flare gun had told everyone that they were defeated. Now our League man had also noticed this signal, so he kills him with a chance by throwing a dagger. He had also realized that now there is something bigger ahead, and now he is thinking that he can escape from here, so this saying that you are mistaken, he sends his soldiers in different directions and asks them to find out the person who did this thing to his soldiers. Here Mangwan and Li Guan go. Volin and his army reach him, then Li Guan knew that he had to fight. There was no fear in him at all, he was just worried about Mangwan, so he asks Mangwan to stand at the side and count to 500. He himself is with P. If I like what he is doing with you and he is risking his life for someone you like, our hero also likes my wife and Sabin. Speaking with care, he punched with such force that the players read up, but Li Guan had just used his martial arts, and with his fast move, he had destroyed all of them in a second. Seeing this, Go Volin takes out his voice and goes to attack him. But now Li Guan had finally got the opportunity to avenge his sister's death. He says that years ago you bought my sister's life for 10 taels. Today I buy your life for 10 taels. I will do 10 tricks on you in exchange for these 10 copper coins. Hearing this, Zhao Volin starts bursting. What are they afraid of that you can't kill me? I have a spiritual route test in a few days. I am soon going to become a cultivator whose destiny is immortal. You can't kill me like this. But here Li Guan had made full preparations that he will dig his grave, but before he could strike on him, just then saber dust energy was released in the sky, and this energy was going straight towards the sky. Due to this spiritual energy, the entire sky was filled with light. It was revealed that this was the power of a cultivator from the Foundation establishment realm, which was rapidly approaching him. As soon as Li Guan was distracted, Arj of Mullen had once again used Tyrasman with great skill and created a barrier around himself. Li Guan understood that it was going to take time for him to break this barrier, and he was not so stupid that he would fight even with a person from the Foundation establishment realm while the refinement level of his cultivation is at the peak. With this cultivation, if he fights with the guy from the Foundation establishment's realm, then his death is imminent. So, he picks up his coins and from there he grabs the horse and leaves from there holding his heroine, who was still counting very lovingly like an obedient child. The guy about whose power our hero had sensed. It turns out that the name of that guy is Immortal Master Go. And he is Zhao Volin's master. Due to this, he had become so confident that in the end he had come to know that Li Guan would not be able to kill him. Li Guan then rides a horse and leaves from there to save his and Mengwan's life. On the way, Mengwan was thinking that before today he was so handsome and powerful than this idiot. Why didn't it occur to them that before they both reached home, there was such a heavy rain and storm on the way that they both had to take shelter in a small cave, although that cave was very small, but only this could protect them from this worsening weather. Li Guan was still lost in his thoughts that if that javelin comes after him once again, then he will definitely kill him peacefully this time. He notices that Mang has regained consciousness. As soon as he regains consciousness, he is feeling very cold because there is a very strong wind blowing. Now seeing her shivering, he says to the T-Laws that why don't you try the wine, it will make your body swell. Now Madame thinks of something else. She says that after giving you alcohol, you are not intending to take advantage of me. Hearing this, the T-Law gets upset that hey, you crazy girl, I am yours. I was just thinking that I am a cultivator, I can make my wadi worm by accessorizing with this, but you were telling me to stay alive by drinking wine, otherwise you will die in this cold. Now here I was saying that I will drink this wine on a shirt, if you also support me, then what was the point? Both of them seemed to be wrapping the wine. Both of them had tasted the wine for the first time, so both of them found the taste very bad for the first time, but then in no time, both of them liked it. On the other side, they show Meng's father, who was getting very upset. Then here Master Suzuan of Li Guan tells that maybe both of them are together and due to rain on the way, they have stayed somewhere. Now after hearing this, Meng's father was getting very angry that if that boy comes, I will break his legs if he does anything wrong with my daughter. Here he also starts threatening Master Suzuan, who he was completely relaxed, and for the sake of his filial, he avoided his fart and said that he and I have to go to play chess with Lu, so I will meet him later. After this, Elder Suzuan goes straight to Lu, who shows a sample of his power under a big parkat tree. They were playing chess. They had created a barrier there with the help of their power harp, so that nothing could stop them. Then our Master Suzuan entered there with whom he was playing chess. Both of them were showing their brain samples where they were playing games. They asked our elders Suzuan and Lu that I have been in this fueling village for 8 years, I know everything about old Zhao and I, but in these 8 years I have been talking about your origin. I couldn't figure out anything. If you hear who you are and Lu, they smile and move on. They say that my name is Lu Wanchang. Despite hearing the name Lu Wanchang, our Master Suzuan was not able to remember anything about him, so he says this on his face that I don't remember any Binda of this name who is as puffy as you are. Well, it doesn't matter to me. Here I had told Master Suzuan earlier that Lu should come to someone on this side. He says that I will not come in your way as long as you stay away from my grandson. Even if you think of touching him, I am not going to move out of the way. Now after hearing this, I will take the lead again. Smiling, Dev says that whether you move out of the way or not, it is my job to try and I will definitely do it. Saying this, he leaves from there. After his departure, our elder Suzuan had also left from there because by now he had to meet all three. But it was suspected that Mang Wanju's father Old Jiang and this Lu Tianjiang were in collusion with each other, and all three of them wanted to get the treasure of heaven, which is with Master Suzuan. Here, as soon as the two old men leave from there, Both Elder Mang and Elder Zhang reached there to confirm the secret, but after seeing Jace's game, both of them had understood that whatever this planning is, it is real. Master Suzuan did this on purpose so that he could expose the three of them. While the two of them were discussing whether or not they should reveal their truth to old Shuan or not, Elder Suzuan comes back with his sword in his hands, and seeing this, Elder Mang comes to know. It seemed that her secret had been exposed, but Elder Suzuan was still not accepting her truth. When Master Suzuan asked her about Lot or Ranchang, she pretended as if she did not know him, but then suddenly our Master Suzuan takes out his secret and shows himself that if you do not tell the truth, then right now I will make you disappear from here forever, whether you are a clone or a real human. It won't matter at all. After seeing Elder Suzuan's strength, both of them were completely surprised. Old Zhang then starts to tremble completely. He falls to his knees saying, "You are a very kind cultivator, I know you won't hurt me, just give me one chance." Master Suzuan had also found out about his origin. He says that if I had to go to the Jade Mansion when I was young, then I would like to find out about you. So I will go there also. Because of this, both of them do not hide their identity. They say that if you let us go, we will leave the Great Xia domain immediately. Master Suzuan did not have any special enmity towards them, otherwise he had agreed to their leaving from there. So, old Zhang quietly leaves from there, while he shows it to other Elder Mang. She still seemed very relaxed. Elder Suzuan says that I am very surprised to know that for the last 14 years you have been hacking to become someone you are not, just to know what is that secret of heaven. Elder Mang had still not given up, he should take another chance. He asks Elder Suzuan, "Would you like to tell now, what is that secret?" But if Master Suzuan does not tell anything, then he says, "Okay, I will not take this game any further, I will keep all these games right here. I do this, and from today onwards you and I and my family will never see each other, we will leave this village, and as for Mangwan Shu and Li Guan, they will never see each other after today." Hearing this, our grandfather Suzuan laughs and says that you are afraid. I don't think that my Pota Li Guan will run away with your daughter Mangwan tonight, or who knows, he will catnap her and take her with him, but Elder Mang did not give any reaction on this matter. He says that if this is what is written in my daughter's destiny, then this is what will happen, and anyway tomorrow when she comes back, then after that I will make it public that both of them should never meet again in their life, which means that they had made a complete plan to leave from here, and our Elder Jusown should also listen to our writings. After hearing this, Elder I says that you are not afraid of what he will do for you, but Master Suzuan says that Abid's journey of cultivation is his own, he has to pave the way for himself. Hearing this, they also leave from there, and after they leave, Master Suzuan praises both the cultivators because they had kept their identities secret for so many years. However, they tried their best to reveal the secret, but Master Suzuan revealed all their planning, albeit late, after which they put the dice on Jace and say that maybe I have cleared your path, let's see what else can be saved, but if I left you, the devil would have made you fool himself. After this, the scene of next morning is shown, where our main characters had returned to their home. Mangwan is told a lot by his mother, and his father used to act as if he drank a lot of wine, and after looking at the wine he says that its taste is very good. On the other hand, when Li Guan reaches home, the first thing he tells his master Shijuan is how many people he has killed. Master says that he will not have any problem unless you kill innocent people, otherwise if he was guilty then I am proud of you. After this, he takes Li Guan with him so that he can cultivate him and give him medical treatment. Get them to talk to each other and then help them break it down by writing speeches and calligraphy on their bodies. On the way, they were thinking that your journey is going to be very tough because now you have to cultivate immortality. I will not be able to protect you for the rest of my life, so you will have to strengthen yourself with water. Just like that, the pin starts, then here Master Shijuan says, "Boy, don't you feel scared, don't you know that I am hurting you?" But after hearing this, our Li Guan was completely relaxed. He says, "If you want to hurt me, then put a Dodney on the mountains for me daily. While tuning the herbs, I know what you have done for me all these years." Master Suzuan clearly tells Li Guan that this is the last time when I am helping you and am with you. Li Guan did not ask him much, but he was surprised that why are you leaving me so soon, and will we ever meet again? Master Suzuan becomes very emotional while leaving him because of raising him like his own daughter, but he says that all these things depend on how soon you leave. You proof your cultivation, the sooner you gain strength, the sooner you will be able to meet me. Here, Master Suzuan takes out the heavenly artifact sort box he has and explains to our Li Guan that look, you have a special power that if others come to know about it, they will try to possess you, especially those old cultivators who have been cultivating for thousands of years. If they try to come in your way, then try that you don't mess with them, avoid them until you are able to defeat them, and in the end I will only tell you that now you have to plan your further journey under the mountain. If the situation was under control, I would have taken you with me, but now you have to protect yourself. This is your precious gift from my side, the sword box, which will help you in your further journey. When our league man carries the sword box on his shoulder, it is his vision measures it, which was exactly as heavy as the big stone that Master had been getting someone to lift, and now he understands that Master Suzuan had started planning this thing years ago, and now that next morning he is going to, when it's time to eat, Master prepares a lot of dishes for him and his companions make him taste wine. After drinking wine for the first time, the poor guy gets a strong jolt because it seemed too spicy to him. Now in view of this, Li Guan Master tells Suzuan how he has to increase his cultivation in the eyes of his eyes. Then Master tells him that you have already reached the peak of body refinement stage, now you have to reach the refining stage by drawing the spiritual cross of heaven and earth, and as soon as your cultivation reaches the refining stage, combine it with your mind's eye, and then your mind's eye will work exactly the same as normal eyes. You are already 14 years old and this is the perfect age to join the sect, so go down to the mountain, juice the sect for yourself, test it, and join. After hearing this, Li Guan also likes, in this entire grades or dynasty, or should I say, there are thousands of such sects in this entire Azure Cloud continent, which are very grand and have good status, so which of them should I join? Master Suzuan without a second thought tells him about the grades or sword sect. Hearing this, Li Guan was thinking in his mind that not even once in the last so many years, has Grandpa Suzuan didn't mention about scareds or sword sect. This kind of sect exists in Azure Cloud continent. Today he came to know that it was his grandpa, so they understand what he is thinking. He says, don't worry too much, he is not that famous, but his reputation is very good. Hearing this, both of them start laughing out loud. Very good qualifier. After spanning the time, our hero the wine is not worth drinking, and Aller Suzuan leaves him resting there, and while going from there says that whatever I have said, one day you will understand that all this was for your good, and before leaving, he transfers some of his spiritual power in that sword box. After this, when Li Guan regains consciousness, he tells him Master Suzuan. Out of sight, there was a map kept near his hand, which means he has to use this map to go down the mountain and find that secret, but the poor guy was helpless due to the fact that Dadarji did not leave the travel expenses for him, meaning he will have to manage the money himself. While flying down the mountain, his eyes read at Man's house, that too was completely blank. The League van does not react much but goes away from there. Crossing springs, stones, rivers and drains, the poor guy had finally reached that level after 3 months, where his condition had become worse. Now after finally reaching that place, when his eyes read the stairs there, at a glance he explained that there are a total of 3,333 stairs here, so will he now have to climb this also? There was an in-charge present there. Who was there? He tells the present disciples who wanted to join the sect that if you want to join this sect then you will have to climb up this heavenly ladder on your own. If anyone uses external object then he will be disqualified. On hearing this, the league leader started climbing and made him move very fast. The rest of the children present there are confused and say that if which boy is this? There is such a heavy iron box on its back but yet it is climbing so fast. Its physique is really impressive. After all, why not? The old man who has been making our league leader climb for so many years is also lifting this box. The official entrance exam of the Great Xia Sword Sect had started, so he quickly puts a timing talisman on everyone's body. When this talisman league when he reaches near Gavin, he is shocked to see this, but then using telepathy, the in-charge there informs our hero that don't go away, this is just a timing talisman which is going to witness that how quickly you cross this ladder here, the sooner you do it and there will be no much benefit. Then our hero kept moving forward. He was thinking that this endless ladder is not a challenging task for him because he climbs it a lot daily. If he is running then it is like timing. The talisman appears on his body, he had increased his speed and he started climbing the riders while running, then suddenly he reads the eyes of the Li Guan, a boy present near him who was about to cross him, he moves ahead. Now seeing that this guy has overtaken him, the Li Guan was feeling quite strange. Then, using his mind's eye, he notices that this guy is wearing a special kind of shoes which is increasing his speed. He is also watching the same. Seeing the second guy also overtakes him and goes ahead, we come to know that that guy is also using talisman to climb the summit, and then in no time, another guy goes ahead, we come to know that this third guy was using spiritual pills, but our hero climbs all those summits very comfortably with full courage and reaches the top, where after going up, we are shown the Great Xia Sword Set, which was increased a lot and was distributed in many mountains. After reaching there, Li Guan notices that a lot of fighters are reaching there using flying swords. Great Xia Sword Set. After reaching, Li Guan meets a guy named Lin Tong who tells him how good your stamina is. Bro, I have been trying to catch you for a long time but couldn't, and then he introduces himself and asks our hero how he is so good. Li Guan had told him that he has been doing cultivation since he was 5 years old, hence it is shown here that Lin Tong had a lot of knowledge about the Great Xia Sword Set. When asked by Li Guan, the guy tells that his only dream since childhood was to become a disciple of the Great Xia Sword Set, and that is why he has a lot of knowledge about the set. He wants to reach the Foundation Establishment realm and fly on his sword, killing the monster. In the midst of their conversation, another guy named Li Sang joins them, who offers them food and wants to be friends with them. In the midst of their conversation, they find him flying on a sword. They were seen as two seniors. The girl's name was Josie and the girl's name was Jiangsu. From the children's talk, it was revealed that these two seniors had come from Tianjing Fangwai, who were going to personally guide the newcomers. As soon as they landed there, they immediately rang the bell and refused to let all the rebel contingents come. After their stop, those steps also disappear on their own. Within no time, a giant formation is created there. And there a portal opens, and then Senior Sisters Jiangsu orders everyone that the disciples who have entered after the time of their talisman is over, they can quietly leave from here through this formation. Although she had clearly told that those who have cheated should leave from here already, but many children who had used their money and power say that this opportunity means the most to them, so they are not going to accept it at all. That they have cheated, Li Shank was also one of them. Then Senior Zhaoji comes there, and with the help of his power, he shows everyone, because he had already found out who had cheated and claimed the stars, so now when the names of the other people were revealed, they had to leave from there unwillingly, but one of them was very rude. This guy's name was Luo, who says that his martial art. His creativity is quite amazing. His father had found out in his childhood that he has a dual spiritual root, fire and wood, so he is a very talented person. He deserves to go to that class, but still all these seniors are treating him like garbage. Hearing this, the seniors' voices do not get angry, but they question that person. What do you think? If you have a dual spiritual root, then you are a bigger idiot than you. The couple has come here honestly, so should they be treated unfairly? They clearly refuse to do so, saying that cheating is not allowed in the sect and they do not accept such garbage in the sect. I will not accept the person who has refused to follow the rules of the sect in the very beginning. Seeing this, that guy gets angry and then he starts insulting our Li Guan that a blind yogi can even walk the path properly. Do you think that he would have completed these steps without cheating? I cannot accept that he did not cheat, so if your sect can accept him, then why can't I, whereas in comparison to him, I am much more powerful here. But the Li Guan does not give any reaction, rather he starts shaking the senior to see what he says on this matter. Then what was the matter for the senior to make milk and water? He says to that guy that I am taking your name, right, you must have been given a time-lapse talisman before claiming these letters, show me that talisman. The guy quickly takes it out from it, and then when the senior asks the Li Guan, he also takes out his talisman. Here the senior Jog was talking very politely to the Li Guan. There was a clear difference in the talisman of both of them, because his talisman was yellow, that means he had reached there before time and with full honesty, whereas the blood's talisman had read completely black, which means he cheated and friend he was late. Seeing this, the senior says that now you must have known the result yourself, that he has come here with honesty. Now Petcher's face had become small. His house was not worth it in front of everyone, so what does he do when Senior Jiang tells him to leave from here? Then quietly he returns to his home through the portal along with all the rebellious people. Now, who had cleared this test with honesty, Senior Jiang uses his power and starts moving away from there, blowing up that platform. Slowly, he was about to enter the Great Xia Sect. Till now, they were present only in the outer area. Seeing how strict the people of this sect are, Li Guan is now liking this sect very much. Now he completely understands why his grandfather Suzuan had asked him to come to the sect, because this sect is really special. After this they reach the inner yard where Senior Sun was telling that now they will have their sect round test where their spiritual route is going to be tested. Here also Senior Sisters Jiangsu says that I did not believe that this year we will get to do so many interesting things. That means she was talking about the incident of a short time. She also likes how Zhao stood so well on the sect flow, senior. Zhao said that all the pitsipes within our sect are like a family. If they do not respect each other and cannot trust each other, then they have no right to be in the sect, and this is something on which no errors will compromise in neither of them. On the other hand, the spark in our hero's eyes makes Li Shang feel as if he is showing our hero clearly, so he says, "What is this strip? You have tried to show off, but even Li Guan is not good. I am blind, you are getting wronged." That guy had already steamed up due to his spiritual route, but because of Li Guan's twisting of things, he remains confused. Now he has started wondering whether he will be able to clear the second noun or not. Then everyone there remains stunned because the elders have put it on giant spiritual Bert. All the elders had come there, and in no time they got all the things presented for the spiritual root test, and all the children started trying their spiritual root one by one, where they were also getting very good geniuses in between, and all the elders were thinking that which disciple should go to which peak. Here, while talking to Li Shank, our Li Guan comes to know that this guy has so much money that even this ladder is not available to anyone. Apart from this, he will now have to become a direct inner disciple with the help of his spiritual root, so that he can miss all the training done in autosec and enter directly inside, and that is possible only when his spiritual root is heavenly. It is seen that there is only one left who does not have a heavenly spiritual root. It seems that there was a fight among the elders to get it. They started trying to convince each other by giving spiritual stone, in which Tianji Peak's adder got defeated. After this, it was time to get the spiritual root tested. Volan had become even more arrogant than before, and on top of that, when he tested his spiritual root, which was the heavenly spiritual root, then they had reached the sky together. The elders were praising him, and every peak the elders wanted to take him into their sect, but that guy chooses Tianjin Peak with a very attitude. To witness this spiritual test, sect leader Qianjian also entered there. After his entry, the elders of Baggy Peak start complaining that no disciple has come to their sect for the last 3 years. Go here to the friendship side. Jolin gives his introduction to the elder of Tianjin Peak and our hero Ghost. As soon as the elder of Tianjin Peak, whose name was Manlin Hai, comes to know about his presence, he asks, "Son, if you want to join my peak, then why are you still looking around?" The guy says very loudly, "I have heard that another guy from my hometown has participated in this test, so I was just looking for him." The elder thinks that maybe this guy knows him, so there must be some big gun. The elder says, "Is he your friend? Do you have good relations with him? I also met him. After all, it is good to see how his spiritual root is." But this guy says, "Dear elder, you are embarrassing me. By associating that guy with me, I cannot maintain such good relations with someone who messed up his sister's life because of 10 copper coins. I was just seeing that after all, the Great Xia Sword Sect accepts such people as its own. They give you a chance to enter the sect. Go here." Whatever work he wanted to do, Lin had done it. Elder was furious. Elder Lin started thinking in his mind that no matter how talented he is, the Great Xia Sword Sect will never accept such people. He is worried about this. While thinking that, here our hero starts getting angry. Seeing him clenching his fists in anger, both Li Shang and Lin Dong understood that it was the guy who had talked about this prisoner, so they say that, "Bro, there is no need to get angry, otherwise you will spoil your own work." But Li Guan was in no mood to listen to anyone. He released his spiritual analixi in full form and went and gave him a joint punch. Hai Aldous had noticed him attacking, but before that Elder Lane Hai had interrupted him. Second Elder Noon stops him and says that till now you have heard only one guy's point of view. Don't you want to go to the other guy's point of view? Our set is not that much biased. Now, in the fight between them, he got injured very badly, but still he attacks Li Guan. He says, "What happened? You were scared that I am exposing you in front of everyone, but the teacher said that it is not me but you who are scared of me." Hearing this, that guy started laughing and everyone starts supporting him. Seeing that he tried to hit that guy in front of the elder, that means it is really bad. All of them start talking about this, that the grades or sword set should check the character of any disciple before selecting him. After all, people like him will remain in the sack. Then, in SAC, how will we learn elevation, whose morality is missing? So people were talking about this, that even then the elders come and announce that no one will do much nonsense. The elders are going to discuss on this matter. On the other hand, Lindo was also getting angry because the time she spent with Ligvan, she did not feel bad about that guy in any way. In fact, she had a very negative attitude towards Volan itself. Li Shang was already looking like a thief. Seeing him getting angry, he starts to tease, "Brother, One of them has gone and hit his head on the wall. Why are you doing this? I also know that he is talking nonsense, but will you show me that he has heavenly spiritual root due to which he will soon become an inner disciple and just like his elders? I have a feeling that he will also become a co-disciple. In such a situation, you should think about yourself that if you mess with him unnecessarily, then they will not let you stay in the sect. But Lindo said that he is not the kind of person who will wag his tail and run away, and he is very tolerant of injustice. He had sucked grets or so in the sect also because the morality of this sect is at the top. And he is not going to look blindly like Kay and him, so he bursts into tears and starts giving criticism to the elders, who had clearly told the elders that look, the person in front is talking nonsense, he has no proof. In such a situation, it is absolutely wrong to judge the character of someone by saying anything. Due to this, the whole life, reputation, everything of the person in front gets ruined. Here they like it. Took a stand for him and Lindong, but then he said loudly that tell me, if one cow's bitch starts getting hungry, then all the rebellious cows also see him and start hungry without knowing why they are hungry. The only difference between humans and animals is that humans have brains and they have individual thoughts. Indirectly, Li Guan had told all the people here that no one knows his character, no one is spending time with him and only they are on Lin's orders. But everyone is blaming him here by saying that after this action of Li Guan, everyone else had started breaking their mind peacefully. He thinks in his mind that the person who till yesterday had grown up by eating my joint, is now in front of me and is growling at me. Here the elder likes this ability of our hero, that how he took a stand for what is happening and became everyone's talking point. Here Li Guan would come and grow his fist in anger. He whispers and says, those 10 copper coins, about which you are my friend here, will you tell me what you gave me those copper coins for, or should I tell everyone? Hearing this, he gets upset and starts his own. He says, I have already told everyone, but till now the Li Guan gets angry and all of them he tells in front of him that those 10 copper coins were given to my sister because she used to work in the Zhao family and she had thrown them out to serve the Zhao family till her death. Now seeing that the Li Guan had exposed all his secrets, he had made Linka want to run away from here, but the anger of the Li Guan had not calmed down. He further tells, on which all the elders were surprised. I still remember when my sister, when Lin's dead body was lying outside, you had told him to dispose of this dead body. That servant of your Sa family, go king. 10 copper coins were too much for him. Do you know how many coins he told me? Hearing this, all the adults come to know the whole story and now they start sympathizing with Li Guan. Here, the people who till now had spoken against Li Guan, now come in his favor and start insulting Lin. He kicked him and threw him away. After this, he starts releasing his spiritual power because he felt that it is necessary to teach this boy a lesson, so he takes out his hunter with thunder energy, but after saying this, he goes and starts criticizing him with his hunter because he not only hit his character but also pointed fingers at the character of others without any proof to the disbelievers present outside. Li Guan was ready for the test and the elders also wanted to check his spiritual root, so as soon as he placed his hand in the globe, its power was released so fast that he was shocked to know why this globe broke, so there is no need to talk nonsense. Even Li Guan could not understand how this globe broke in his hands, but then this elder it is shown to Lanhe, who then gives it to a person present near her, and that it turns out that in today's date, he is their senior commander, whose name is He Bing, and he is the formal disciple of the master, i.e. sect master. Then there we see that the voiding steel is brought in which our hero now knows from his spiritual level that this is the Saint Great Void Spirit root. Some people are shocked by his pressure and some people just laugh at him. Fall Down Li Shank also knew about this Void Spirit route, that in the Axle, this is not a spiritual route that the man had paid off. Now after this, we are shown the addresses of the other peaks, who come after doing AK and start praising their sect in front of our hero that come to my peak, I will teach you how to make the best pill. They stand stunned at the refining table. It is revealed that this is the chief elder, whose name is Lu Tsang. As soon as he comes, he tells all the epic elders that what kind of behavior is this, who teases the disciple about it. Does it suit you, that we were just discipling for our peak, now by giving that to me, all the elders say that now you have to go to the outer set and give 10 extra lectures to the disciples there. Now by giving that from the elders here to this, he notices that as soon as he gets the chance, the ring is trying to 9 to 11 on from there, then he requests the elder that he wants to create some of his Posner metal before going with them, for which the sect leader had made him bonfire. Then the guy goes straight to Volan and challenges him to a deathmatch, saying that only one of us will enter the Great Xia Sword Sect. If you win white then you join this sect, but if I win then I will take away every breath from you. He had also accepted this challenge because he felt that he has got a chance to join the set. He is more qualified than Li Guan. He will definitely prove to be the decider by defeating Li Guan. At the same time, I would also like to say that even if you win, we will not accept you, but still. The match of both of them starts and all the fans start preparing for that match with excitement, where in the beginning, our heroes do not give a chance to that guy to make even a single attack, and by hitting him with punch after punch, he knocks him to the ground. He was in a bad condition, but still this guy also does not give up. Again, while cheating, he boosts his power by taking out the Mazo talisman with him and starts looking like a dangerous team. Despite his aura being intense, he also gets defeated by the martial arts of our hero. Li Guan had not even released his speech energy yet, and this guy started accepting defeat because he was still weighing heavily on him, and then in no time he used his 2 fingers to press his weak point and Vikura was vomiting blood. Finally, after avenging his sister's death, he takes a sigh of relief. Here, Adris Lu seemed to be very intelligent and a fool. Even then Adris Lu stands up and all the other Adris start talking among themselves. Look at the distance of telepathy. Whenever a genius enters this section, this guy goes to kill him. This time too, he is going to take this boy with him. Those Adris had started getting angry. Haven't found any good disciple for years, but now what could they do? Here they show it to Ederlu, who asks Li Guan that this was the first time when you tested your spiritual spirit. Li Guan tells that yes, there must be some extraordinary person about whom I want to know. So Eder directly asks Li Guan his grandfather's name, to which he tells Suzuan, but Ederlu was feeling very strange to hear that till date he has not seen any incensed soul. Didn't hear the name of Cultivator, whose name is on Suzuano. Apna caller comes to know that our hero doesn't know anything about his spiritual root, so first of all he gives class about his spiritual root. Whatever you have, MT comes to boost our cultivation and show us the path. It is very important to have spiritual root. There are spiritual roots with total 8 elements in the cultivation world, out of which every C has 1, 2, and some have 3. They boost up the power of the spiritual root, they take it to the heavenly spiritual root, take it to the lower spiritual root, and the power of the spiritual root cannot be changed. But our hero has a space where these 8 elements of spiritual root or prickle root is present, and he can freely suck any spiritual element from them, and to suck the spiritual root for oneself is a big thing, and it is available only to 1 in a million, which now our hero has got. Till now the present disciples only knew about the heavenly spirit root, but now seeing that there is another void spirit root, they were all excited because their knowledge has increased. Now the elder says that those who have a single spiritual root, it is difficult for them to improve their martial arts. Those who have dual, they work as if they are filling their cultivation with 2 buckets, whereas those with 3 get powers as much as 3 buckets, and those with 4 spiritual roots get powers as much as 4 buckets, and after that comes the true spirit root, which has 5 elements that mutually generate each other. Understand that it will be as if water is being filled from 6 buckets simultaneously, and then comes the turn of heavenly. Of the spirit root, by which you understand that the cultivation will improve as much as pouring water from 10 buckets, and a king grade spiritual root understand that you will get as much water as 15 buckets, and a saint grade spiritual root understand that you will get spiritual power as much as pouring water as much as 20 buckets. So much information astonishes Li Guan. He asks if there is another level above the saint grade spiritual root. The elders smile and say yes. After hearing this, everyone gets upset, all the disciples. They start talking amongst themselves that only then do they think why all the sects give so much importance to the spiritual root. Here, while answering the question of the elder Li Guan, he says that saint grade is not drop grade, and above that there is a spiritual root which is called God grade spiritual root. The one who has such a spiritual root literally becomes a favorite of heaven. Now after this, the elders announce that those who have 1 to 3 spiritual roots have become outer disciples, and all those above that. He is also the disciple, he is the inner disciple, and now Bariti is our follower. All the elders who are adamant about choosing their spiritual root and choosing a peak for themselves and entering are thinking the same thing, especially in the elder Zhao. This person still has a chance until he chooses the spiritual root. Here we show the league man who had reached his inner space. Elements are floating all around in his inner space, and now our hero has to choose which element he should choose and study further. All the elders try to convince him by using telepathy. While doing so, Elder Lu stops everyone. Meanwhile, the weather there has started to deteriorate rapidly and rain starts. due to which Elder Len blocks it with his power, and seeing this, old Zhu understands that this boy has chosen the thunder spiritual route, and he was absolutely right. Our hero had really chosen the thunder spiritual route, due to which he has now officially become the disciple of Tian Lepi. As soon as this announcement is made, Elder Zhu jumps with joy. He quickly scolds his disciple and leaves from there. He did not want to lose our hero at any cost. Here Tian Lepi gets 300 spiritual coins because he hired a new disciple, and at the same time our hero gets 500 spiritual coins so that he can go to his favorite Tian Lepi and survive. Elder Zhu was taking our Lepi in his thunder sword, and he finds this feeling very amazing. He says that I couldn't figure out how to express this feeling. Is the thunder spiritual peak so powerful? Here the Elder Zhu introduces himself and says that from today onwards you are my official disciple, so let me introduce myself that I am Tian Le Peak, i.e. the second Elder Zhu of Thunder Peak, Zhangji, and from today onwards you will call me Elder Zhu. This question has been wandering in the mind of the Elder for a long time, but unwillingly he asks that Elder Zhu, despite being blind. Also, what interest do all the rebel elders have in me? The Elder says that he doesn't know about the rebels, but I have it because of you. Of course, I don't have eyes, but your heart is very pure, and I should have been such a disciple for my peak. Hearing this had made our hero's heart boil that he needed this set and should judge him not by his looks, not by his disability, but by his character, and now maybe he understands why Grandpa especially took the name of this set. Now he swears that he will work equally hard in future also to make his grandpa proud, and he will outshine himself even more by becoming even more foolish. Now let's see how special will be the further cultivation journey of Li Guan, because this part of ours starts with this scene. Do tell me by commenting how you like the story, and if you want the next part then complete the comment target of 2000, and for those who don't know, please tell them by commenting. To watch more such videos, subscribe to the channel then watch it. Bye bye Tata, take care.